Yo, what is up, GDQ selection committee people and other people who might see this video? What's going on? This is my submission for Monkey Ball 2 Witty Subtitle Ultimate Mode. So Ultimate Mode is a challenge mode speedrun, so kind of to show that it's a challenge mode speedrun, I started on the screen that showed it. So Ultimate Mode is a mod for this that encompasses all of beginner, advanced, expert in one category, and it takes over the master slot. For this hack, there are infinite lives, but I just chose to start at 60 lives. It doesn't matter. However, there are ways to make this either have 5 lives as a max life count, or just the normal 99 lives. As a challenge run, you could do a 5 life run, and then it's basically like how Monkey Ball 1's challenge mode works. So we're gonna start with 60 lives, just because that's a good number for me. And away we go. So Ultimate Mode is a mod, like I said, covers all of the levels in this game. It was originally in Super Monkey Ball Deluxe as just a normal like default mode, but we thought with ROM hacking getting the way it is, and with hacks being full and complete, having 200, 300 levels, Ultimate Mode in a hack would be a great way to kind of showcase a full hack start to finish. So I think this mod, and I have my trusty, lovely co-commentator and also Super Monkey Ball knowledge person, Cyclops Dragon, here with me
Hello.
to help dole out, get it, dole, because the bananas are dole out some information. So I think this mod was made by a combination of Bytes and Twix Ninja. Twix Ninja kind of did some of the work for it, and Bytes implemented it in this ISO. This is a ROM hack, again, of Super Monkey Ball 2. It's played on a Wii using a program called Nintendo. If you remember last SGDQ, I ran Monkey Ball 1 Story Mode all levels, which was a really fun hack. Okay, that was fortunate. I got a really nice bounce. We got beginner mode here. So, beginner starts out... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, coming up, we're going to have an interesting example of the way that collision doesn't work in this game. So essentially, collision works in this game by, it runs at a different frame rate than... Collision detection runs at a different frame rate than the game itself, and it's not constantly detecting collision. So right here, he just sort of warps up that edge, and that happens because he rolls over the edge at a time when it's not detecting collision, so he just completely ignores it.
Yeah, so collision is detected on, I believe, 48
frames per second.
60 frames. So on 12 of the frames of gameplay, it's not that there's no collision, but that when you go over an edge in a close enough proximity to another edge, like go off one and go on another, it just teleports you over that edge.
It's also possible that it might just be detecting at a straight 48 hertz instead of like detecting on 48 of 60 frames, but I don't know if we actually know that.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that. But it's one or the other. Either way, it does some wonky things. You'll see some strats where you have to rely on that. And so those strats are pretty much, they're not RNG, but they're determined by all of the progress you've made in the level up to that point and what frame you go over it. So it might as well be, like, it really feels like it, but it's not RNG. It's just wonky collision, but that's just one of the quirks and features of this game.
Yeah, and for a while we thought that collision was detected every frame and not detected between the frames, but through the hacking community, which has given us so many things for the ROM hacking scene of this game, that's how we discovered that it actually doesn't even run at the same frame rate as the game.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Hacking has led to a lot... Oh my god, wow. Insanity is defined by doing the same thing twice and expecting different results. I swear. Okay. You know what? It's a little less than I wanted, but we're safe. We are safe. We are in there. It's all good. So you might notice that some of these levels are reimagined levels from Monkey Ball 1. That's because they have the same creator. A lot of them are just made to be a little bit better than their previous versions. They're just slight edits, like some might have a little bit longer moving platforms, some might be a little bit easier, some might have like a slightly different challenge to it. Also, I really love the sidestep strat. This level was a homage, if you will, to a level in Monkey Ball Deluxe called Cliffs, I think, right? Cliff. Yeah. In Deluxe, there's a level called Cliff, and then a level called Cliffs.
Because Cliffs was from Monkey Ball 2.
Yep. Ooh, unbuffered up jump. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go. So speaking of buffering, one of the things you're going to definitely notice in this run that's way different than other Monkey Ball speedruns is that the way we do pause buffering is going to be really different, and I'll wait till I actually have an example of that to show and explain it, but you'll notice that the timer runs through all of the pause menus, and the reason that is just to add a little bit of an extra challenge with this hack. It adds the challenge of not being able to pause using specific frames on the timer. So a lot of our pause strats are going to come down to using other things other than just the timer.
So they sort of become more like a game like a 3D Zelda, like an Ocarina of Time, where your pause buffer setups are based on visual cues.
Yeah, there's a lot of visual references that we do. Also, I'm going to try a strat here, and it might... Oh yeah, let's go.
It worked!
That's
a tough strat.
That is really tough. And it doesn't look tough because those bumps are there, but it boils down to getting good collision, which we talked about a little bit earlier.
You get very inconsistent collision off of those bumps.
Oh yeah, that level's super inconsistent. Also, Tilt Path is like the baby cousin to a level we'll see later, which is pretty cute. And also a nice throwback to like Monkey Ball 1 and 2, or Monkey Ball 1 specifically, where you would have a slightly demade version of a hard level in the beginner and advanced difficulties, and then in the expert difficulty, you'd have like the full version, similarly like to the exam stages like Exam A, Exam B, and then the infamous, or famous, depending on how you enjoy it, Exam C, which is Expert 7. If you've ever seen a Monkey Ball 1 run, you'll understand that level is...
the bane of people's existence.
Oh yeah. It is something. So beginner extra is pretty fun. It's kind of like a lot of clip strats where you're just like bouncing over things. But on the next level we have something I think you'll find funny. It's probably the funniest looking Monkey Ball level that's been created. So on Tide, you'll notice right off the bat there's no party ball or gold tape. And the party ball sits way below the level. He's hiding, it's a little shy. And then as you fly away, you just see the gold tape extend out to infinity. And the reason I think that Psych and I came to, like, it's not an official conclusion, but it's basically the best hypothesis we have, is that because the level's moving both vertically and horizontally, the party ball...
It's just the way the gold tape is moving.
Yeah, it's like the way the gold tape is moving, it just, like, disappears, the party ball and the gold tape. And then once you beat it, the gold tape is like, oh, I'm back, but I'm going to infinity now. Just takes off like Buzz Lightyear. Alright, that was a pretty good beginner.
And for those of you who have played any Monkey Ball game or the Monkey Ball ROM hacks, you might have noticed that the beginner difficulty had 20 levels instead of 10. That's a feature of this hack where the creator actually used more level IDs than were originally used in the game, because there are a lot of debug levels still left in the game.
Yep.
So he just took those unused levels and put extra levels into them and then inserted them into the difficulties. So each of these difficulties will have 10 more levels than in the base game.
And I mean, and you can literally, there are 420 stage IDs. Yeah, I know, blaze it, right? 420. That's the actual number, though. I'm not even trying to meme. There are 420 stage IDs in this game, and each of them can actually be, like, reused or, like, replaced.
That was a good erosion.
Except for, I think, 2 or 3 levels. There's, like, 2 or 3 where you have to, like, do some funky management with them. Nintendo totalitarianism. That was
sketchy
right there. I think it's Nintendo totalitarianism and one other level. Those can't be directly written over. You actually have to, like, edit the way the game handles those levels before you replace them. It's really strange. The game can't work without them. Like, literally, the game just, if you replace those levels without editing, I believe it's editing the main loop, or, like, the rel file, like, the main loop rel file, the game just decides it's like, once you get there, it's like, nope, not working anymore. Not doing it, not having it. It is not.
The game just goes on strike.
Pretty much. The game just does not want to have anything to do with it. Which is
Speaking of the game not working, it sure did its job there on swing bars, letting you get that collision.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a fast level party.
That was very fast. That was a very fast marble party. So the strat that I did right there is very scary because when you boost out to the left, the second marble just sometimes will just like yeet you. It will just dab on you and you get completely destroyed. Oh, let's see if we can make it. No, can't make it work.
Aww.
You know, but for every yin, there is a yang.
Yeah, so speaking of boosting, we didn't really mention boosting, but boosting is a technique in this game where by traveling on diagonals, you can accelerate to higher speeds.
Sorry, when you said speaking of boosting, the only thing I could think of is, yeah, my ELO in League. Anyway.
You don't even play League.
I don't even play League. Alright, so that strat on Bent Clip's actually brand new. Not really brand new, it's a variation of the IL strat, or individual level strat, with just a little bit of more safety to it. Thanks, Psych, for that one.
Yeah. So individual level strategies in this game can be absolutely ridiculously inconsistent to the point where only 1 or 2 people have ever completed them successfully. So by finding so by finding a variation of the IL strat, typically by just doing something to get yourself a little bit more speed at the cost of a little bit of time, you can save a lot of time by making a strat much more consistent.
Yeah. There'll be good examples of that coming up later.
Or pause setups.
Yeah, pause setups are something... Nope.
Oh.
Nope, put them in the hole. They're in the hole. It's fine. It's okay. It gives us a chance to talk about really cool bumps and stuff you can do like that. The level's really cool. I love when the goal's just kind of sitting up on a mountain and it looks really aesthetically pleasing. I gotta give it to Bytes. Bytes has some of the most aesthetically, like, appealing levels in the Monkey Ball scene. Not to say that other creators aren't, but, like, you know, just like some of the levels in this hack are just very, very pretty to look at.
I think if you put more bananas in the levels, then they'd really be appealing.
Ah, I get it. Speaking of appealing, there's a level in the next world called Peel. It's great, and it looks like banana peels. I need a day job. The goal. It rejected me. I'm good though. It's fine. So this level has a really, really fun IL strat, just to like kind of as an anecdotal thing. You bounce off there, you bounce off this button, and then you bounce off the next button and fly to the goal. It's really, really cool looking.
It's also very difficult.
Yeah. That's what we say, though, when there's some really insane IL strats. Like, you know, I've tried that, and I've only pulled it off like 2 or 3 times. So it definitely wouldn't be something I'd do in an RTA run. But,
and you might be wondering, why didn't he go to the green goal or the red goal in this level? And that is because it takes a ridiculously long time to get to them, and it's not consistent.
Yeah, so a lot of the, when you have a run like this, with all the difficulties being present, routing becomes a big thing. So you have to route around things like, what warp goals do I take? Because you might have a level that has a green goal, and then the next level has a green goal, but if you take the green goal on that next level, give me the, oh boy. Wow, collision was just not my friend. If you have a green goal and then it takes you to a red goal, then that's more like, that's better for the run than a green goal that takes you to, say, a blue goal, and then you only end up skipping 2 levels. You skip, or 1 level. But if you take the green goal and then that leads to a red, then you skipped the 1 from the green and 2 from the red. So it's a bigger time save.
That's also a pretty new strat.
Yeah, the trapdoor strat is pretty new. Normally, we'd boost to the left and fall through one of the gaps in the grate there. But I believe it was White Ears who showed me that you could just fall straight through there. And I was like, wow, that's like 2 seconds faster. So, shout outs to him, that strat. This level's really cool. I love, you know, just redirection. Looks fun. All right, so this level I'm gonna have to rely on collision. I can't go to the blue goal, so you might be saying, well, why don't you just go to the blue goal? It might be faster. But oh, it's so challenging because you have to get this like perfectly flat roll into the green.
Yeah, there are a couple of different ways this strat can happen.
Oh, I almost.
You should try setting up just holding up.
Just like this,
and then go a bit to the left.
Oh, hey, there we go. That was a little bit easier. Thanks, Sight. Live speedrun strats.
Developing the metagame before your very eyes.
Yeah, that's what's great about this run, is there's so many levels, and, like, this run didn't exist 2 months ago. So we have literally, in the last 2 months, found that, you know, worked on this hack, figured it out, and then developed strats for it. That wasn't one of them.
That was death.
That was... Okay, you know what?
That's also
You know what? We're just gonna Just gonna bounce off this. We're gonna get a running start. There we go. Wow, that would have been embarrassing if I had died after doing that. But we're good. It's fine. It is fine. It is A-okay. Careful Crossing is one of those levels where I feel like Bytes made it just so you have like a place to farm bananas in case you're like running low on lives near the end of a run. Just because there's so many banana bunches. All right, so this is the level Peel. Looks like banana peels, and we're gonna skip like half of it here by just bouncing down, grabbing that banana because I'm hungry, and goal. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Or I guess in this case, actually, banana squeezy.
That's actually the high score strategy on that level.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's how I found out about it. I watched a compilation.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Here we go. It's kind of like asking for directions on a road trip versus not, you know? Because like you watch like IL stuff and you're like, oh, that's how you go fast on that level. Oh, that was good. I got really good collision at the end where I just rolled right over the thing. So here you're going to notice the timer running down while I'm pause buffering to like set up on this thin wire here and see if we can get this quick.
That was pretty quick.
Ooh! 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 I got nimble hands. That's another reason you should still like this run. I got nimble hands. Stuff like that. Easy. All day. All heckin' day. Ooh! I almost got up there in one go. So you can actually get up there without rolling through the wormhole and building up speed, but it's incredibly difficult, and it's not really worth going for in an RTA run.
I've worked on that for like 3 hours, and I've gotten it like twice or 3 times.
It's one of those.
It's wildly inconsistent.
Yeah, it's one of those, man. It's one of those things that you would love to be consistent at, but it just doesn't happen. All right, so we got Pop Quiz. This is a nice throwback to your exam stages from the original Monkey Ball game. And as you notice, the textures in this game are all throwbacks to Monkey Ball 1. This hack is basically meant to be a love letter to that, to Monkey Ball 1. In fact, the original version of this actually had a really cool mod where you could tap the Z button on the GameCube controller and switch between the Monkey Ball 2 camera and the Monkey Ball 1 camera. And the difference in the cameras is basically the Monkey Ball 1 camera, I believe, is a bit lower to the ground. And it makes things feel a little bit more bouncy.
Yeah, it also like affects the way the game. It affects the way the game. It's closer to the ground. It affects the game the way the game controls as well.
Yeah, everything
like
feels a bit more
the turn radius is different.
Uh-oh. Well, I hecked that up and still got
Saved it. But yeah, it affects the turn radius, so some pause strats actually work differently on that controller.
Yeah, it's really weird. So it's like not a completely different run, but it
feels different.
It feels very different. Unfortunately, the ultimate mode doesn't have that. But I would play the SMB2 camera anyway because I'm way more comfortable with SMB2. SMB 1 players, I don't understand you. I respect you. I don't understand.
That's the important part.
That is the very important part. So we got Advanced Extra here. Advanced Extra is pretty fun. So you're going to see a couple levels from Monkey Ball 1 here. Velocity is changed, so there's no like starting platform that has walls. So instead of doing the strat that we would normally do, we have to do kind of a revised or edited version of it. And it ends up being not too much slower than the Monkey Ball 1 strat, just about 2 seconds slower.
Well, if you factor in the fact that the starting platform is longer, then it's not much slower at all.
It's pretty much the same speed. It's just a different way of getting around it. This level was really dumb to play at first because I kept trying to go through the middle and just hoping collision would be nice to me, and that's just not. I mean, you know, that's like wishing.
Not successful.
No, it's not. It's futile, really. I like that little usage of the signage to say, "Hey, go backwards." That level's infuriating. Every time I bonk off that, it's just like, oh no, here we go. So Tunnel's here. Used to have a red goal on it in Monkey Ball 1, but instead it's just the blue goal. And it's kind of like a dropper level. It's pretty neat.
Because obviously you can't have a red goal on stage 8 because that would try to take you to stage 11.
And there's no stage 11.
Which would just not work.
No, well, wouldn't that just end the difficulty, right?
I think it would.
I'm pretty sure it would just
I'm not
end the
100%
difficulty.
Sure.
Actually, it would either end the difficulty or it would just take you to the final stage.
One of the two.
We should test that. We should have someone build a level like that and test it.
I'm sure someone has, and we just have to ask them.
Yeah, probably. Alright, so we got Freestyler. Freestyler is a good level. You can actually just hold up at the start, and it's way more consistent than doing anything else. This one doesn't have a green goal because obviously having a green goal on a last level would be kind of like, well, where are you gonna go?
And also, it's good that it doesn't have a green goal because it would probably be optimal to take it, and the green goal is really hard to get.
Yeah. Now, what would be interesting in an ultimate hack is if you could have like warp goals at the end of difficulties that would warp you to like the second or third level of the next difficulty. That would be kind of interesting IMO.
Although it would also not make sense when you were playing the difficulties individually.
No, it wouldn't. So it'd be kind of weird. It would also be like a lot of custom code probably, because you'd have to write like how it actually handles that. So, you know, nice to think about, probably not going to happen. Banana Cane is one of those levels that I just find so cool looking. It's not like anything special gameplay wise, but it's just a really like small, aesthetically pleasing stage that's just kind of fun to play. Expert here is... So, this is actually the second time I was trying to record this video. The first time I tried to record this, my controller, like my Wii, I was using slot 2, and it shorted out mid-recording, right here. So this is actually take, like, 3 of me trying to record this, because on take 2, my controller just died. It was really unfortunate.
And there was no take 1.
And there was no take 1, so I kind of, this is like take 2, but I like saying take 3 because it just sounds a little bit better. I was actually able to switch to a backup controller, which lasted me about 10 levels till I realized that the notches on the controller were busted. So it's kind of like, oh, well, you tried.
Was almost an amazing demonstration of pro backup skills, but then it didn't work out.
I mean, if the controller had been, like, brand new, it would have been, like, pro backup skills. So anyway, back to commentating about this lovely hack. So you're going to see Dark World. Dark World was formerly in World 10, and it was pretty much vertical. This time it goes a little bit horizontal as well as vertical, and I gotta say, I like this version better. It just looks way more pleasing to, like, go up and then to the side and then back up, versus just, like, up, up, up.
And you might have realized that level takes its name from Super Mario 64,
yeah,
where in Bowser in the Dark World, and also Bowser in the Sky, but they first appear in Bowser in the Dark World, those windmill obstacles.
Yeah, the windmill are the little, like, just the rotating platforms.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you see a lot of, like, Bytes likes to take a lot of inspiration from other games for really cool level design. In Monkey Ball 1, there's a level called Secret, which is basically a redesigned secret course. I almost saved that. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, it's inspired by the secret courses in Super Mario Sunshine.
Alright, there we go. That level's fun, but I didn't really want to play all of it. So this is a really cool level. This is a conveyor level where the idea is to ride the conveyors through the obstacles. There's a lot of levels like this, and there's a couple. I don't think there's any in this hack specifically, but you can make auto scrollers using moving platforms, and then just have the monkey dodge the obstacles that come at it. Levels like that are super creative, and there's a lot of really creative levels out there now. The pace at which hacks are developing new things is almost on par with like Mario World hacks and how they developed, where they went from, you know, just, oh, here's some stuff with like basic things to, did you get chocolate in my Vanilla Mario? You know, like new stuff that is completely made just for hacks.
And
really
like,
cool to see.
For example, people started using vertical conveyors in this game to sort of make little jump platforms that force the monkey to jump.
Yep, it's really neat. So like, if you change like the conveyors to go vertical, and then you change like the conveyor speed, it essentially acts as like a moon bounce platform where you can have the monkey bounce off of it and then bounce to other platforms like super high. Alright, so right here, this is a really cool strat, because I'm going to line up with this banana in the O of go, and I'm just going to hold upright the entire time, and the level just plays itself.
I have tried. I cannot like even task a faster way to beat that level.
That's literally the fastest way to do it.
So fast.
It's literally the fastest way to do it. Oh, give him that one up. That doesn't matter. Oh my god. Okay, so that level, again, going back to whole Bytes like, you know, taking inspiration, that is like the book score minigame from Mario Party 4? 4? Or was it 5? Oh no!
He's going for the new strat.
So there's a new strat here where you can skip having this thing throw you, and it saves a couple seconds, but you just have to be... Okay, we're on it, we're on it, we're on it, we're up! We're up! Okay!
Oh, that was so close.
Gosh! It's so nerve-wracking. It feels so good when you get it, but like the entire time you're just wobbling down towards the jump. You're just like, please don't move. Please don't move. Right, this is probably my
Gotta be
least
careful
favorite
to not-
level in the hack.
Gotta be careful to not get the blue gold by accident here.
Oh, okay, no wrong warp. This isn't a Zelda run. Wow, that was a really bad joke.
It's okay, we expected it from you.
Wow! Speaking of good stuff, though, this is probably the best strat in the run. Because it's just like, blink, boop. I love it. I love it. Just squish, and you're in. Alright, we got Dream Catcher. So the next world has, and like the next 10 levels have, in my opinion, some of the most fun levels to play. If I'm being honest here, some of the most fun levels to play are coming up. Definitely a good time. So this hack, what was it? When did it develop? Like what, 2 months ago? I think pretty much exactly 2 months ago. It was
More or less,
right
yeah.
after AGDQ. I'd say mid-January. So I've been running this maybe a month, and the run is already, I wouldn't say like super optimal, but we've definitely gotten it down. Oh, nope, couldn't save it. I tried. This strat's real fun though, because you essentially just skip the whole bottom portion. Okay, that's cool.
That was an interesting collision.
So what happened there is sometimes you can actually collide with like the inner triangles of an object. If you hit it just the right way, you can actually collide with the inner triangles of it, which will send you all kinds of directions. It can send you like straight back, straight down, straight left or right. It's really strange, but it's honestly, in my opinion, kind of funny when it happens. You can't even be mad at it. You're just like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I just got yote. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. But this is actually probably my favorite use of bumpers. Honestly, the level Knots and Crosses. Probably my favorite use of bumpers. Just put them in little channels and let them go to work. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Fast. Fast. And we got Pattern. This is another level that just has like a ton of bananas. You can use this level to farm lives if you're playing the non-infinite live version. In Monkey Ball 1, that level has a longer starting platform, so you can kind of get a run-up. So an archway, you might think, oh, where's the blue goal? Well, the blue goal is underneath there, and there's these platforms that hit you up, and you follow that line. But we're not going to take the blue goal. Oh, we're going to just, we're not taking any goal. we're taking the old Oregon Trail back home. Trying that again. I did not die of dysentery. I died of dysentery. Ha! Take that, Terry Crews. Oh, almost maximum.
So
almost
That's
maximum
what you get.
points.
That's what you get for making fun of Terry Crews.
Dude, I love Terry Crews, though. I absolutely love him. He's my favorite actor. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's a great show. Alright, so we're going to try something. We're going to try to go a little fast. Speed run. We're going to make up some time. Okay, got it. Cool.
Nice.
That saves about 2 seconds? Second and a half. Alright, we got a new strat on here. So this is one where we're going to go backwards. We're going to build up some speed. And then we're going to just go for it. And, okay, cool. Got it.
That was close.
That saves about 2 seconds as well right there. Because normally you would wait, bounce off the bottom platform, and then go, and you get about a mid-51. So that saved about 2 seconds, which is pretty good. Play it safe on fighters. Fun fact, you can actually get squished through that wall by one of the bumpers, but it's actually slower than just playing the level normally. I thought it was faster at first, and I was like, nope. So shouts to Psych for that nice mesh strat.
It's a very slick strat.
Yeah, it is. It is really slick. It's just super quick and nice and easy. Also, WWIAFTB stands for Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Boy. Because the level is wacky and waving, and that's a nice Family Guy reference, I guess. That's like my favorite Family Guy skit. Gotta be my favorite Family Guy skit.
So here's another level which has a green goal, but we're taking the blue goal instead.
The green goal strat's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, but the reason for that is because this level has a red goal that we're going to set up in a very interesting way.
Alright, so this is going to be a 2-frame pause strat. One, we're going to hold up until the first frame of 22 miles per hour. We're going to hold up or direct left to 140. Then we're going to just let go. Like, look, no hands. Oh shit, I missed it. I saved it! I saved it!
You saved it.
Oh god. Okay, so I got the second 22 frame, which means I was a little too far to the right, so I had to, grab the controller and tap left, twice. Woo! Also, sorry for the curse word. Please don't find me.
You've done your one swear for 30 minutes.
That's my one swear. I promise I'm family friendly. Just watch my other GDQ runs. This is my favorite strat in the run, by the way. Hands down, bar none. Oh, I messed it up. You know what? Wait. Yeah, we messed it up. Favorite strat, messed it up. I didn't hold the right direction on the third bounce. So, it goes hold up, direct left, up right, shift to up as soon as you get hit, pull back. Real fun strat. I love bouncing off moving platforms in specific ways like that. I think it's so satisfying to watch. And it's one of the things that makes Monkey Ball runs just so viewer friendly, like to new people, because I mean, what's better than seeing a physics-based platformer do crazy stuff off of moving platforms, you know? So this level takes its name. There's a level called Drum in Monkey Ball Deluxe, which is just one of the expert like ice levels in Monkey Ball 1. And so people have taken this whole naming convention of making harder versions of like Monkey Ball 1 and 2 levels, and then using different naming conventions that fill like the same name. So instead of drum, it's percussive instruments.
Just like verbosifying them.
Yeah, it's more verbose naming. Also, if we played the level, if we had played one of the levels that we took a red goal on, we would have played Elsa's Castle from Frozen. Which is
that level name came from a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke name because the original level is called Spiral Tower, and I believe Scrap said you should call it Elsa's Tower from Frozen, and Bytes just named it that.
Because Bytes actually commented that he doesn't usually take name suggestions for levels, but so that one was just so brilliant.
So
that one was just so brilliant that he had to take it.
This level was like a remake of something, wasn't it?
That level it's inspired by construction in Super Monkey Ball 2, but it's the same as a Kaizo Monkey Ball level, except you're on the inside instead of the outside.
Yeah, so Kaizo Monkey Ball was a hack that Bytes had made, and I really was hoping he'd finish it so I could submit it to a GDQ, but sadly he kind of abandoned it in World 7. But before that, it had some amazing levels that some of them you'll see in Master Extra, and I think just Master Extra, right? None in Master.
One in Master. One in Master.
I think I went the wrong way. That's fine. I can just change direction.
It's just for your muscle memory.
Oh, there we go. Unbuffered. Always good.
Nice.
That one was hard because not only is it a narrow thing, but it's also off camber and it's uphill. So it's narrow, off camber, and uphill. And it's just like, oh god, my hands. So it took so long to get the right muscle memory for that level. Also,
which is why he had to like correct himself.
Yeah, I've tried so hard to find a strat for this level that made it like
me both.
fast, and it's just like it's one of those levels you just kind of have to like.
It can't go fast. You just have to do a level, man. Just do it normally.
Yeah, just do it normally. That's a good chat meme. Just do it normally, man. All right, Saw Teeth. Let's hope this is nice to me. See if I can get a fast strat first try. Okay, bounce off there.
Good.
Weave in the air. Okay, so you saw me kind of air dodge side to side in the air right there. The way that works is in this game, you control not the level. So the whole joke or the whole like theory was instead of controlling the monkey, you control the level. Yada yada yada. You don't actually just control the monkey. You both control the monkey and you control the direction of gravity in the level. The stage tilt's a visual aid to kind of show which way the level's moving. So when you
and which way the gravity is going.
When you air dodge, it essentially allows
air dodge.
you.
This isn't Smash Bros.
Okay,
Jeff.
air strafe. Better.
I call it air boosting because
it's
analogous to boosting on the ground.
Yeah. So essentially, you're just using gravity to manipulate yourself forward more. So you can air boost to get little like. Oh, I almost saved it.
So close.
I almost saved it. That was weird. You know, the number of mistakes in this run have been very few. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, so far it's been a very solid run.
Yeah, this has been a very, very solid run. I love that level. Alright, so now we see Towire. Hi, we played your cousin earlier. Your lesser difficult cousin. Towire's a fun stage. It just requires a really good movement on banked, like, moving platforms. But it's a really fun level. I really like small but challenging levels. Alright, so Tora, I'm going to try something incredibly silly, and if it works, then you know what? Pog, right?
Pog.
Started off bad. Didn't get a clip. That's fine. You know what? Take two. It's fine. I have one mess-up card left. Got it. Nice.
First try.
Yeah, first try. You didn't see that first one, right? No one saw that. Alright, Game of Life. I'm not entirely sure why he named this level Game of Life, but apparently I can play it pretty well most of the time, so that's good. Booyah!
He called it Game of Life because it hurts you.
Yeah, but, you know, it's worth it. It's worth it. So momentum is basically inertia from Monkey Ball 1, but, like, thinner. Just like... And also, I think the momentum... I think it's also
It's
like...
being thinner means that you can't do the same strat because you don't have the same setup.
So again, Wavy Path, another level I'm going to try a really silly thing on. And if it works, then heck yeah. Ooh, that would have worked, but I was too far to the right.
Yeah.
We'll just do the cool strat for it. Wavy Path's a fun level. You got to be really, really good with ball control on angles. And I think that's one of the things that newer players struggle with, is being able to, like, you know, keep upright on an angled platform. And I think that's actually, even for me, it's one of the most challenging things for me, is to balance on angled platforms like that. Synchronization looks so good. This strat is so clean, even though it's like the normal way of beating the level. You just kind of sync your movements up to this, and it just looks so good. Absolutely great. Boomerang was this level right here. This level, when I first played it, I had so much trouble with it. So much trouble. But it's all about knowing when to transfer and, like, what to do to set up to transfer. So, like, the basic way is just to go to the outside as you're coming around there, and then slamming yourself over.
And it's also a level where if you look at someone playing it well, you just would not understand that it's a hard level.
Yeah. Alright, so we got 4D, and what we're going to do is bounce off this lower thing and get in the goal. Woo! Alright. So, Expert Extras down. Now we're on to... Now, what I can consider, not World 10 and Monkey Ball 1, but what I consider now the hardest set of levels yet to be made. Master and Master Extra. So, Master 1, Shift. The idea is, you gotta flip this thing upside down, so you get to the bottom, go through this wormhole, press the button, wait a couple seconds while the platform, you can see it in the mini-map, is just like flipping. Whee! Okay, there we go. And you bounce down to the goal. So the goal is gonna be in the same place the wormhole was. Now everything's kind of reversed. And I didn't die. Okay, I need to use that to save myself, but you know what? We're in there. That's what matters. We're good. So now we're going to use our miles per hour to do this level. So we're going to hold up left till 39 miles per hour. Okay, well, you know what? Just wave bye-bye die. Just, you know, get a chance, wave bye-bye. If you miss it, you just have to fall out. There's no retry button because this is a challenge mode hack, which is kind of the crux of challenge mode, is that if you miss something, it wastes a lot more time. Now we're going to hold back left until, oh boy. Oh, I almost saved it. So you want 114 on that. But even though I messed it up twice, this is still incredibly fast. Oh my god.
Even messing up 3 times, it's faster.
Oh!
Oh my god.
That was so close, I almost saved it. Like, you can save it, but this level is very difficult. Okay, 39. Oh, come on! 114 is a derivative of 2. It means it's easy. That doesn't make any sense, but... Oh, there we go.
I'm pretty sure you meant a multiple of 2.
Yeah, multiple of 2. That's the word. I'm not trying to do
calculus. Derivative is a very different thing.
I'm not trying to do calculus out here, man. Alright. So now we got order. This level looks really cool. And it's really fun to play. It's all about just balancing on the edge of this. I still question myself if this is the fastest way to beat this level, like going around this set of like spinny bars. But
going through the middle is not faster.
Is it not? Okay.
Unless you want to like skip a cycle, it's not faster.
Okay. We skip a cycle right there at the end. So we had Game of Life, and now we just have Life. And I think the allegory here is that life has its ups and downs, but ultimately we all get to the goal that we want. See, it's a good allegory. Thanks, Bites. Real inspiration.
Life is very bumpy.
But
so here's the first Kaizo level.
Yeah, so this is a level originally in Kaizo. It was Kaizo 110. So, Kaizo was a story mode hack. Maybe eventually, if Bites finishes it, that'll be a submission for GDQ. So what I want to do on this one is wait till that second arrow flashes, and then go, because that last one is incredibly hard to roll up against. But that's all about just conserving momentum over bumps. Alright, so we got Twist. Twist, essentially we got to navigate... I say essentially a lot, wow. We got to navigate these bumps, or these like platforms, these ever-decreasing sized platforms. And
while the cone itself is also decreasing in size?
Yeah, so... I like to buffer right here, just to kind of make sure I'm doing the right movement to get down. It's not incredibly difficult to do unbuffered, I just like to be sure. So Journey is a very, 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 very cool concept of a level. You hit this play button and this little sled here moves, and you have to jump off the sled, do an obstacle, and then get back on the sled. If you miss it for whatever reason, then there's this platform in the middle with a reverse button. That reverses the sled, and then you take the wormhole back to start. That's why the timer is extended. As you'll notice here, and then on a couple other levels, the timer has extended time on it to allow you to complete levels. So right there, we just skip over this last one, because that last obstacle is actually incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. It's like a banked turn. You have to go up a bank, down a gap, and then over another bank. So I'm going to skip the entire level here, just like that. There we go. All right.
Now we have a wire level.
This level is thin, and we're going to need those nimble fingers from earlier back.
It's basically if you took Expert 32 and Master 9 from Monkey Ball 1 and mashed them together.
Bridge Master and Curvature. Oh, we already had a hiccup.
Fine.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna buffer our way across. There we go. Doesn't matter.
This is a nice thing. That's one of the nice things about the timer being not paused in the pause screen, because it shows you how well you did.
Yeah.
This level is also really, really cool.
This is a really neat level. So you start on the bottom here, and this pushes you up, and then you land on one of these little stadium seating looking things. And then when you get pushed up again, you up here, and then there we go. There we go.
Yet you don't miss the goal.
Whew. If you miss the goal, you just fall right off. It's really embarrassing, and it's definitely happened more than once to me in a PB run. All right, we got Master Extra. Welcome to pretty much Kaizo Monkey Ball, but like with a much better theme. I absolutely love the Monkey Ball 1 bonus song. It's a fun time, and these levels are very fun and very unforgiving.
Yes, this is the first Kaizo level of Monkey Ball of Extra. Master Extra here.
And you might think, why is that a Kaizo level? But it's actually incredibly difficult to balance on those frames while they're moving and bouncing.
So this level is gonna this stage is gonna alternate between Kaizo level and non-Kaizo level every single stage.
Also, Tower, shoutouts to my probably my top 3 favorite levels in this hack. I just absolutely love this. So you get through the bottom obstacle, and you come up here. You just have to go up these big humps. And the thing is, if you get bullied by the bumpers, it's super easy to fall. And I actually got really lucky that I saved that, because I bounced off that. All right, so I'm gonna try an incredibly difficult strat here. If I get it, I'm absolute mad lad.
Don't try it more than once.
Okay, got the first frame of it. And we're gonna hold up right till 10 miles per hour. Okay, got that. We're gonna clip. Got it! Yeah!
Oh!
Let's go. Let's go. Woo!
This is what you're getting in this is what you're getting in the marathon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, if you guys like it enough.
That's an absolutely insane strat. I can't believe he went for it.
Oh, okay. Right there, that strat, you can clip off of that and go over. Like, it's just close enough if you get the right roll. But I'm not going to go for it more than once there, because time waste. And, you know, I mean, this is a submission, but it's also a speed run. So, like, I don't want to just sit there and try it forever just to get it once just to impress someone when I could just, you know, not.
Beat the level.
This level is very anxiety-inducing. It's just a bunch of corner rolls in incredibly tight spaces. And you just get in this little rail and in the goal. There we go. Cool. Sometimes you can get hecked by the party ball, and the party ball can just yote you, and it's really embarrassing.
Now this level is extremely cool.
This is probably, again, this is like number 2 in the cool levels out of the top, like, you know, top 5. So essentially the goal here is you hop between these little floating, like, temple things and conserve your momentum and kind of keep going the way that that platform you just jumped to is going. So it looks like, you know, very easy, but if you mess up one of these jumps, you just get destroyed. You get absolutely bamboozled, destroyed.
Yeah, these jumps are a lot more precise than he's making them look, especially the ones where he's jumping out of the side of the platform. This one is really precise. He has to jump out of the side of the platform.
That was too close. That was too close. And then we jump at the end. Alright, now on to probably, I would say, number 4. I would say the 4th favorite level. This level is Hook. A bunch of bumpers, and the level is on a seesaw. So not only do you have an incredibly hard level, but the stage also moves. It's great.
I'm absolutely terrible at this level.
In fact, this is, I would have to say, like, if Coil wasn't a level that exists. Oh my god, what a save. Nope. It's like once you touch a bumper, you're gone. Once you touch a bumper, it's time to just, like, you just let the hands off, let it go where it's gonna go, and then try it again. Alright, there we go.
Should be good now.
And
there we go.
Nice and easy. Third try, not bad. Alright, so underneath another Kaizo level. This is probably the
slightly
one level.
nerfed.
Slightly, no, not really. It's actually
Yeah, the
wasn't it?
lower track is slightly wider than it was in Kaizo.
Yeah, still hard enough. So this is the only level where I just take the easy way out and just buffer my. Oh, am I gonna fall? Wow,
Yes,
I'm gonna
you
fall.
are.
Wow. Yeah, see, it's incredibly difficult. The bottom part of this level is so hard. I mean, I've done it unbuffered, but it's consistency's sake, not worth. So you want to start off on the inside, and just rapidly pause. And what rapid pausing allows you to do is react a lot faster. So you can kind of just like keep the monkey on the right pace without overreacting or without underreacting either.
It's basically like playing the game at half speed.
Alright, this is a cool level. I like Wiggly. I don't know why it's in this far in, because it's not super difficult. He says as he dies. The goalpost
Don't worry
just said
about it.
hi and bye, man. Hi.
I would have swapped this with Hook, but
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got two really cool pause strats. So the first one on Swiss, what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up with the banana or with the timer right there with one of the stars in the background, and now we're gonna pause at 43 miles an hour, I guess. Whatever. It's supposed to be 42 miles an hour. So it's upright until that little like string is like very far left on the timer, and then 42. Now we're gonna hold up, bounce over here. Up left, up right. You know what? That's fine.
That's fine. We take it.
As long as I'm alive. All right, so final level. Oh, screw this. Bunch of invisible platforms. Really, really challenging level normally. What we're going to do is two visual cues here. We're going to hold up until the solar flare that's on there is on Aya's back. And we're going to hold up right until that star pops out. We're going to hold up left until 26 miles an hour. And save it, and that's the run. There you go. Monkey Ball 2, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please consider choosing this or Monkey Ball 1, and, you know, if you're feeling generous, Vanilla Monkey Ball 2 as well. All great runs, and, you know, a Monkey Ball block could be pretty great. So this Cherry Cola is for you, submission guys and girls, and friends of all ages. Hope you guys enjoyed the run, enjoyed the commentary, enjoyed the Cyclops, enjoyed the almost PB, because I was only a minute off my PB and world record. So, and in a 40-minute run, 44-minute run, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
I agree.
Thanks for watching the submission, and hope you guys have a good time. Bye, everybody.